Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Zittle Farms YouTube channel. Scott here. Today we're in the great room of the garage that I'm building. We're going to be installing this i6 fan from Big Ass Fans. I haven't done one before, so we're going to just go through the process and hopefully you learn a thing or two. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave a comment below. We have our first fire going today up here in the great room. Keeps everything nice and warm. Dogs are liking it. Also, we got our red oak floors up here acclimating to the room. We're going to be putting those in next week. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and you enjoy my how-to videos. If you guys are ready, let's start this project. All right, let's unbox everything and get everything laid out. See, this is the tool that you're going to need, and this is the remote that you're going to hook up to the wall. It is magnetic, so you are going to be able to carry it around, but there is going to be a spot where you can place it on the wall. The down rod that we're not going to be able to use. Hardware, cover, top cover, top cover, i6 lower cover, keep that wrapped up, probably one of the last steps. The main motor. Fan blades. And that's everything. So when you open it up, it shows you everything that you need. First step is installing the mounting bracket. So let's get up there and show you how I mounted that initially. We're up here in the peak here. As you can see, I already mounted the bracket for the fan, and that bracket is mounted to a junction box, which is a 70-pound junction box for a fan or 150-pound for a light fixture. But to secure the junction box, I have 2 lag screws. It only calls for. But then I also added 2 more lag screws, 6 inches, for double the support. This is the main wire coming from the main panel down in the garage area. You don't have to run this through a light switch or anything, because the light switch is Bluetooth actually. So you just run from your box all the way to the junction box. There's no other wire, Cat 5 wire or anything that you need to run for this fan. The second step is connect the safety cable, ground wire, and wiring harness. Let's do it. All right, first step is connecting the safety wire. So it just slides right on there. Use the M5 12mm screw. Screw it in there. All right, now that the safety wire is hooked up, next step is for the grounding wire. They made it super easy. You just take this and slide it right onto the other grounding. Just like so. Next is to hook the power up. Once again, it's just push to play here. Let's see which way it goes. So it looks like there's a little clip on this side. Wants to connect onto that. White and white, yep. Just like so. That's step 2. Let's go to step 3, installing the down rod. All right, step 3 is to install the down rod. So we have it set up here. For some reason my arrow is showing up, but on the instructions it should be shooting down. So I have it set up right, so let's see how this goes. So first thing, we want to tuck these wires up in there, because you want 2 to 3 inches at the top to stick out. So line it up, make sure nothing else is squeezed in there. All right, once that's on there, they want the bolt coming from the right side through, and the nut on the left side, like so. And then let's tighten that down. Next step is to install the motor cover. Use the supply bolts to bolt it down. So a helpful tip is to initially start your screws with the longer edge, so you can just spin it. And then when you get to tighten it down, you use the shorter end for more torque. And you get it really tight. Next step is to install the wiring and trim covers to cover up the mounting bracket up at the top. I know we're on a slope ceiling, but it is flat up there the way I've designed it. So we're going to go with the flat wiring cover. First, the trim. Whoa. In the wire. Next step is to hang the fan up on the bracket. So let's get up on this scaffolding. All right, now that we're up here at the peak of the ceiling, we got the fan up here. Next step is just to lift this up into here and let it freely sit there until we're going to wire everything up and then set the support brackets there. So let's lift it up and get it up there. All right, got it up there. There's a little slice in the back here for it to sit there so it doesn't swing in operation. We're looking good. So we got our safety wire and our electrical wires here set up. So let's wire her up now. All right, before wiring it up, they want you to install these stabilizers. Since we're on a flat box here, we're going to use both pieces here. If you're on a slope ceiling, you're just using the one. So this is going to slide on top of the ball here, and then it's going to clip in on the front side and the back side here. So make sure your wires are out of the way. You run this across, and you want to clip it in on both. I think I'm going to need 2 hands for this. Hold on. All right, once that's clipped in, take the second piece through your wires and just straight down. Clips in. All right, now it's time to wire it up. As you can see, I got my wires here, hot, neutral, ground. Big Ass Fan makes it simple. Green ground, black, white, and they have these little clips that you just lift up, put your wire in, and then clip it back down. So lift it up like that. We'll put the grounds in there. The white in the white, black on the black, and wire up. All right, as you can see, I needed 2 hands to put the wiring cover up. It has something about talking about the yellow arrows. My mounting bracket didn't have any yellow arrows, but as you can see, there's 2 clips on either side. So you want to line those up, firmly press up, and then turn. I was asking Lizzie about this little gap right here. She's okay with it. We'll go down and see how it looks on the floor. But unless you're too close, I don't think we'll see anything. But if anything, I'll put a little triangle piece up there. Before I get all the way down, having this scaffolding definitely makes easy work when it's, I think it's 17 feet up to the peak. So I just set this so it's only 4 inches or so from the bottom, so it was easy for me to just set it there and then place it up in the mounting bracket up there. All right, now it's time to install the airfoils. As you can see, each airfoil has its own number, and that number corresponds with a number here. So 2, 5, 3, 6, 1, 4. So you need to make sure you put the right airfoil in that slot, and then they want you go, once you put one in, you want to put the other side in to keep it balanced. All right, now that all 6 are rested in there nicely, we're gonna tighten them, reference that 1 through 6 sequence. Time for the lower cover. So this part, no screws required. It's just push up and turn. And there you have it. Let's go turn the power on and see how she works. All right, let's see if it works. Just connected, it sounds like. And there she goes. Well, fan looks great up there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a thing. Took me about 2.5, 3 hours to do everything. That's also doing recording. So I think it would have probably taken me 1 hour 45, 2 hours. If you have some simple knowledge, you can do this yourself. It's nothing to be afraid of. Some other things, I did mention earlier that Big Ass Fans customer service is top notch. Like I said, when I got the wrong down rod, they had it at my house within 20 hours. So that's amazing. Some other questions you might have is that this system costs just under $2,100. We think it's going to be well worth it. I wanted to get the more industrial silver yellow one in here that has like the sign underneath with their logo on it, but Lizzie was a little iffy about that. So we went with this all black one. We'll match the windows all the way around and doors. I might get that industrial one down for in the garage. We'll see. Maybe Big Ass Fans will sponsor that one. Once again, we have 2 more fans to go up in the loft, 1 more in the bedroom, and then I'll be doing a video on this company's shop lights, which I've had for probably before we even started pouring concrete for this house, garage. I knew I liked this company and I respect what they're doing, and they make a great product, so I do highly recommend them. So again, if you have any questions, put a comment down below. If you haven't already, subscribe. That would be amazing. I'm at 66 or 67. So I'm trying to build that base up. Give this a thumbs up. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next one.